What it do, homie? So we are back with some more Pure Juice. This time we are checking out a Thorfinn rap or Thorfinn diss, okay, from the Vikings. Now this, again, kind of came out of left field. I have seen Vinland Saga, the first and the second season, the second one being more about redemption. But boy, was that first season crazy. But you want to know what the best thing about the first season that I don't see anybody talking about, possibly the second season, is the music, bro. I'm gonna tell you, when I was watching Vinland Saga for the first time going through that season, I was kind of like, you know what I mean? I wasn't really feeling it for that much. The story obviously improved. I got, sucked in and pause and ended up finishing all of it. Pause again. But the music, bro, orchestra, oh man, come on, man. Some of the best OST anime that I've ever seen. But this is a Thorfinn diss. And I wonder if I remember much about it in order to understand these bars. But these Vikings, you know what I'm saying? They pillage and plunge. Let's go ahead, shut up, turn it up. Oh yeah, y'all told me that last, I don't know if this is a sample or not, where you be getting your vocals from. Anyways, what kind of energy we on today?
Fuck Thorfinn, I'm promoting the violence, I find it exciting. I am a no Vinland Saga, I'll go Valhalla, I'll die fighting like a.
Okay.
With my savages pillaging villages, lions don't care if a lamb is innocent. Do it like Askell, I kill them witnesses, cause I'm a. Fuck Thorfinn, I'm promoting the violence, I find it exciting. I am a.
What? Oh, okay. You know what? Now that I think about it, okay, see, look at this, man. Pure Juice, you evolving. You kind of playing around with some formats and everything. Kind of reminds me of, why am I forgetting the person who made that song? That boy, oh boy, and a boy, you know what I mean? Where they kind of rapping, but they rapping with the sample. We getting that same type of energy. That song went mega. I don't know why I'm forgetting who does that song. Those of you, y'all know who I'm talking about. Same kind of energy right here. Working in your chorus with the sample.
With my savages pillaging villages, lions don't care if a lamb is innocent. Do it like Askell, I kill them witnesses, cause I'm a. Fuck Thorfinn, I'm promoting the violence, I find it exciting. I am a. No Vinland Saga, I'll go Valhalla, I'll die fighting like a.
No saga go.
With my savages pillaging villages, lions don't care if a lamb is innocent. Do it like Askell, I kill them witnesses, cause I'm a. A true warrior doesn't need a sword, but that's why Thor's is 6 feet deep. Deceased. I rather them that.
At the end of the day, who's the one that's out of here? First off, that scene, what was that? Was that scene was bad. That bad A. I try not to cuss. Bad A. It was a pretty cool scene, but facts is facts. It really is.
A true warrior doesn't need a sword, but that's why Thor's is 6 feet deep. Deceased. I rather them than me, I push blades and next I'm pushing peace. In the field I ain't farming wheat, I'm carving meat while my blades on sheet. You can't punch me 100 times, I'll turn my ghost before I turn the other cheek. I ain't turning my cheek. This is war, not chess, you're not safe behind your pawns and rook. You're not. Checkmate to gink, I newt with a sneak.
Oh, wait.
This is war, not chess, you're not safe behind your.
War, not chess, you're not safe behind your. Didn't Thorfinn have if I remember correctly, didn't he have a way of getting behind the enemy lines like assassin type, right? Because he just had those two daggers that he had. He wasn't really up front and in your face. He was kind of, well, he could be, if I remember correctly, wasn't he an assassin? I'm trying to remember, but he was really good, quick and nimble of getting around the enemy front lines.
I'll turn my ghost before I turn the other cheek. I ain't turning my cheek. This is war, not chess.
But I know it's a Thorfinn diss. Got me thinking.
I'm not safe behind your pawns and rook. You're not. Checkmate to gink, I newt with a sneak attack. I don't play by the book.
I think ooh, okay.
Safe behind your pawns and rook. You're not. Checkmate to gink, I newt with a sneak attack. I don't play by the book. I don't. Spent hours training just to block. I left his right arm shook. If you beef a Thor, you might become folklore. A caution tale in a book.
Why is that so funny, bro? You spent hours training just to block. Hey, sometimes that's what it is, right? This dude got the force of 1,000 waterfalls. If he didn't train, he wouldn't have been able to block that attack. But that is hilarious the way you look at it. You can't even attack, bro. What you play? Bro done turned into a turtle. Bro trained all this time and just went out there and started putting up the Mayweather defense. Also, man, that boy getting cooked. Mayweather, huge lawsuits. But anyways.
To gink, I newt with a sneak attack. I don't play by the book. I don't. Spent hours training just to block. I left his right arm shook. If you beef a Thor, you might become folklore. A caution tale in a book. Fuck Thorfinn, I'm promoting the violence, I find it exciting. I am a no Vinland Saga, I'll go Valhalla, I'll die fighting like a. With my savages pillaging villages, lions don't care if a lamb is innocent. Do it like Askell, I kill them witnesses, cause I'm a. You ain't never switch to the losing side to challenge yourself.
Oh.
Live for the smoke like I'm.
Bro, the bar is so fire, you taking out my internet. I went looking at my internet. Bar so, look, it can't even. You wanna know what's crazy? What if this was like part of the song? Wouldn't that be kind of crazy? That'd be a nice little fake. You know what? Oh my goodness, bro. You know, if Pure Juice gives us another Eisen song, at that point, there's no, if he should do it. If he gives us another Eisen song, this time we're expecting a fake out. I wonder how he could work that out. Because that, something like that would have been crazy. Would have been a crazy fake out.
You ain't never switch to the losing side to challenge yourself. I live for the smoke like I'm Torkel. Life with no enemies, hell. Killing's good.
I live for the smoke like I'm Thorkel. Was that old boy's name? Thorkel? Like I told you, it's been a minute since I watched it.
For my mental health. I live for the smoke like I'm Torkel. Life with no enemies, hell. Killing's good for my mental health. Unlike Thorfinn, I'm sleeping well. I made my low guy's body, I turned Torgrim to an empty shell. On my corpses, I'm standing proud. Thorfinn's daddy is in the ground. It's my fault your dad won't make it home when I stab his guts and drag it south. But it's still a family reunion, flesh and blood just hanging out. Fuck Thorfinn, I'm promoting the violence, I find it exciting. I am a no Vinland Saga, I'll go Valhalla, I'll die fighting like a. With my savages pillaging villages, lions don't care if a lamb is innocent. Do it like Askell, I kill them witnesses, cause I'm a. Fuck Thorfinn, I'm promoting the violence, I find it exciting. I am a no Vinland Saga, I'll go Valhalla, I'll die fighting
that
like
Viking got to get me going.
with my savages pillaging villages, lions don't care if a lamb is innocent. Do it like Askell, I kill them witnesses, cause I'm a.
You know, Pure Juice is in an interesting spot when it comes to like nerdcore music. And you know, you hear a lot of nerdcore artists that tend to make music about, you know, characters that are less popular, right? Because for the longest, the way that the main nerdcore scene, you know, the anime will be to either talk about what's popping as far as the protagonist, what's popping, and antagonists. You know, if they're popping and they're making waves in the algorithm, necessarily you would make a song. Obviously, you have your other nerdcore rappers who are singers, you know, not just rappers, but nerdcore rappers and singers who do kind of focus only on side characters, right? But I think sometimes what a fallacy there is that sometimes you don't have a lot of information to work with, right? Because they're side characters. Some of them have a mountain of information, but then you just got to kind of gauge how much people care about these characters, you know, because that's going to gauge on how your video is going to do. A good way of circumventing this is to make a diss track, right? You can still talk about side characters, but because you're making a diss towards the antagonist or the protagonist, it provides interest. It's a nice little way to kind of circumvent and not just get stuck on making protagonist and antagonist type of songs. You know what I mean? And that's the way that Pure Juice is here. Like, even if this isn't even the best song, I swear to you, if you was to just make a song about Viking and try to dive into their backstory without it being a diss, it probably wouldn't perform that well, right? So when I look at these type of things right here, I feel like Pure Juice is really experimenting to make sure that he doesn't stay stagnant. And that's what every musician should be striving for. So you let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. Dave's out.